What is up, amigos? Hope you're doing well. Today, let's talk about Vikrant Massey, a name that might not light up flashy headlines but has quietly earned the respect of cinephiles across the country. Over the last decade, Massey has built a career defined by sincerity, versatility, and above all, relatability. From his debut in Lootera to his Bablu Pandit in Mirzapur to his most recent outing in 12th Fail, Massey has shown us time and again that it's not just about the size of the role, it's about what you do with it. Remember A Death in the Gunge, a film that didn't need explosions or dramatic twists to leave a mark. Massey carried the emotional weight of that story so effortlessly, it felt like you were living through it with him. Or take Chapak, where his understated performance complemented Deepika Padukone's intensity, adding layers to an already poignant narrative. So when someone like Vikrant Massey with such an impeccable track record announces that he's taking a break, why does it become such a big deal? The man has earned it, hasn't he? And let's not forget, he's not quitting. He's not leaving the industry forever. He's simply taking a step back to focus on his health, his family, and maybe even himself. But somehow this simple decision has spiraled into a storm of speculation. Headlines are calling it retirement, fans are debating the reasons behind it, and some are even questioning whether it's a PR stunt. Well, why the fuss? Why do we struggle to accept that sometimes people just need a break? Now let's address the elephant in the room. Why is Vikrant Massey's decision causing so much uproar? He's not the first actor to take a sabbatical, and he certainly won't be the last. Yet for some reason, every time a public figure decides to prioritize their personal life, it becomes a topic of endless debate. Is it because we place celebrities on a pedestal? Or do we think that they owe us constant entertainment? Or is it simply that we, as an audience, have become so accustomed to consuming content that we forget there are real people behind it? Now take a moment to think about this. Massey has been working tirelessly for over a decade. He's delivered consistently, taken on challenging roles, and proven his mettle across mediums, be it films, web series, or even endorsements. If anyone deserves the right to step back and recharge, I think it's him. And yet, the reactions range from confusion to outright criticism. People are saying things like, why does he need a break? He's not a superstar. First of all, why does the level of fame determine whether someone deserves rest? Are we really saying that only those at the top are allowed to take care of themselves? Now here's where it gets even more interesting. As a society, we're always talking about the importance of mental health. We say things like take care of yourself or it's okay to not be okay. But the moment someone like Massey decides to take those words to heart, we flip the narrative. Suddenly, it's not about self-care. It's about questioning their choices. Now this isn't just about Vikrant Massey. It's about the unrealistic expectations we place on public figures. We want them to be perfect, relatable, and available 24/7. And when they fall short of these expectations, we are very quick to judge. But here's the thing. Actors are humans too, right? They face the same challenges, insecurities, and struggles that we do. The only difference is that their lives are played out on a much larger stage. So why can't we extend the same empathy to them that we would do to a friend or a colleague? Another argument I've seen floating around is how can Vikrant Massey afford to take a break? He's not even a big star. Let's unpack this for a moment, okay? First, we don't know his financial situation, and quite frankly, it's none of our business. It's none of anybody's business. But let's not pretend that Massey hasn't had a steady and successful career. With films, web series, and brand endorsements under his belt, he's likely made enough to support himself and family for a long time. But let's say hypothetically that he hasn't. Let's say he's taking a break despite not being in the most comfortable financial position. Does that make his decision any less valid? Sometimes the choice to prioritize mental peace over money is the bravest decision a person can make. And if that's the case here, it's even more the reason to respect his choice. But let's address the skeptics who think this might be a PR stunt. If Massey comes back in a few months and says, oh, I just needed some time to promote my upcoming projects, then yes, that's a low blow. Playing with the audience's emotions, especially under the guise of mental health or personal struggle, is never okay. But until that happens, let's not jump to conclusions. Massey has built his career on authenticity. He's not known for gimmicks or theatrics. So why assume the worst? Maybe a few flips recently, but still, why assume the worst? So here's an idea. What if we normalize taking breaks? What if we stopped treating rest as a luxury and started seeing it as a necessity? Massey isn't the first actor to take a sabbatical. Amir Khan did it, Shah Rukh Khan did it, and guess what? When they returned, they gave us gems like Dangal and Pathan. They delivered some of their best performances of their careers. So why can't we extend the same courtesy to Massey? Let's trust that when he's ready, he'll come back stronger. And if he doesn't, that's okay too. At the end of the day, his life is his to live, not ours to critique. Now, this isn't just about Vikrant Massey, is it? It's about how we view celebrities as a whole. We've turned them into commodities, expecting them to constantly produce, perform, and entertain. But in doing so, we've stripped them of their humanity. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to change that. Maybe it's time to see them for what they really are. People. Just like us, people who need rest, who face struggles, and who deserve the freedom to make their own choices. At the end of the day, Vikrant Massey's decision to take a break shouldn't be a cause for controversy. It should be a reminder that it's okay to step back, it's okay to prioritize yourself, and it's okay to choose peace over productivity. So the next time you hear about an actor taking a sabbatical, remember this. It's not the end of the world, it's just a pause. And sometimes, a pause is exactly what's needed to create something extraordinary. That's it. Simple. Bye-bye.